It's Father Paul Turner at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Kansas City, Missouri. I just tried to start this a moment ago and it shut itself down after a few seconds. So I'm still learning my way around here, but great to be with you all and happy to be live again. Welcome over to our YouTube platform. We've just been here a couple of weeks. And a special welcome to any of you who have been following this live broadcast over on Facebook. It is nice to have you here for the YouTube live as well. I am reaching out to you from my office and workspace at the cathedral. It is 4:30 on a Friday afternoon. I've sent out a letter to fill you all in on some things going on, and I'd like to review that with you now. Before I do that, I have some late breaking news I want to share with you. But before I forget, this came out just since I sent the letter out yesterday. The stained glass window repair is nearly done. Many of you have noticed that inside, as you walk in the church on the right, so the west side of the building, there's been some damage to a stained glass window there. And we've heard back from the company that they plan to reinstall the broken window, now repaired, on November 3rd. So that's coming up in just a couple of weeks. It'll be great to see the full glory of our stained glass come back again. And I'm happy to make that announcement to you all first, so you get the word ahead of everyone else. We're also allowed to announce that our Building Glory Capital campaign got a big boost this over the past week or two. Some of our neighboring businesses that we were looking forward to hearing from are responding very favorably, and we have an additional huge pledge that has come in from various sources that we're excited about. $2.5 million have been pledged from some of our friends, and that will bring our total pledge up to $9 million of the $14 million cost of the project. This is still not enough to greenlight it and break ground, but we are very, very close. A number of you have filled out pledge cards over the last couple of weeks. Thank you very much for that. We've received a lot of additional support. And obviously, the more we can receive right now, the closer we get to that goal. We would really love to break ground and have a public event on the Solemnity of the Immaculate Conception, our feast day, December 8th, but we cannot verify that just yet. We're waiting on a few more donations to inch us forward. We have a number of requests out. Bishop Johnston and I continue to make requests of people who are stunningly favorable to our plans, and we hope to have further good news for you in the weeks ahead. So let's take a look at the letter. This weekend we observe Mission Sunday. This comes up every year in October. The second collection will support missions around the world. Your gift is going to travel very far and help spread the gospel, especially in lands where they just don't have the possibility of supporting evangelists, ministers, and people to spread the word. So you can help make that possible with your gift next weekend in the second collection. As you know, we have Father Aloysius Kasoma visiting us again from Uganda, a friend of mine for, 40 years now. And he is also going to make an appeal, but not this weekend, next. He will, those of you who would like to support his ministries can do that from our website now, but we will take up a second collection for him in 2 weeks. But this coming weekend, Mission Sunday, is for the whole international collection for the missions. Father Aloysius will celebrate the 9:00 a.m. Mass on Sunday, as well as the 8 p.m. Mass. Father Ken Riley will be hearing confessions on Saturday and celebrate the Saturday Mass. I will preside Sunday at 11. We welcome the Bonilla family who are presenting a child for baptism. We will conduct part of the Mass in Spanish. Most of it, of course, will be in English as usual, but we'll have some elements in Spanish so that that family can participate a little bit more. I think that's the snapshot for this weekend. Then the women's spirituality group is going to be meeting tomorrow morning. I hope most of you know how to connect in with that. But if not, just come on over around. I don't remember if it's 9 or 9:30, but somebody will be here probably by 9:30, and they will get you started. I mentioned Father Riley, and also put this in the letter. I may have mentioned this to you a week ago, but I'd like to say it again, that he's received a couple of recognitions for his fine work in the field of canon law. We know him at the cathedral as presider and preacher on the weekends, a great confessor for those who are coming forward. As you know, he does work for directly for the bishop and our diocese. He's moderator of the curia, the vicar general, and the judge of the marriage tribunal. So he's got a lot of important things on his plate. And earlier, just a couple of months ago, the local group of lawyers honored him with the St. Thomas More Award this year. And when he attended the national convention of the Canon Law Society of America, he was elected as the vice president for that organization this year, which means that he's the president-elect, will take the helm next year. In many of these organizations, the leadership team stays on board for a few years so that the annual meetings can continue with appropriate planning. So congratulations to Father Ken. If you do spot him this weekend, please let him know your joy as well. He will be here Saturday, and please give him a pat on the back. Bill Eckert will be coming back for another session on financial planning. We've sent an email out to many of you, so you might have received a special letter from me about these two events coming up on Tuesday and Thursday next week. Tuesday at noon and Thursday in the evening. Bill will explain some things to you about investing and charitable donations that I think you will find very, very helpful. He's come to us several times before. Many people have spoken highly of the information they received, and the cathedral itself has received some benefit, as some of you who love to give find additional ways that you can give. And he will help you to sort that through. So if you're interested, please let us know and come on over on Tuesday or Thursday. On Wednesday evening, I'll be giving a presentation on the responsorial Psalms of Advent. I admit this seems like kind of a narrow slice of church life to be reflecting on, but there's a lot in them that I think go in one ear and out the other, or in one mouth and out the mouth. But they're very lovely passages that were chosen with great precision. We're pitching it for people who may be preaching or catechizing on the Sunday scriptures, cantors who will be singing the Psalms, choir members, but all of us sing the responsorial psalm. We all join in the refrain on Sundays. So if any of you has an interest in this, come on over on Wednesday evening. It will be hybrid. We have quite a number of people from around the world already signing up to join us on that night. But would love to see you here in person if you can make it. It'll help me if I have a live group in front of me that I can address while the others are watching online. So if that holds any interest to you, please come on over Wednesday evening at 6:30. Wednesday is also the 12th anniversary of the founding of Morning Glory Ministries under that title. We've had an outreach to the poor and the homeless for longer than that, but Morning Glory got its real kickstart about 12 years ago. We have exciting news about its future in conjunction with our capital campaign, but we're hoping to get a few more donations in before we can announce with confidence the plans we have in mind. So anything you can give at this point will help us, and I think you'll all be very pleased with the developments underway for Morning Glory. My thanks to John Krause and his wonderful team of people who have kept this ministry going in recent years. Time, talent, and treasure. Last weekend, you heard the recording from Bishop Johnston about the annual Catholic Appeal. We've already received a number of donations toward that diocesan appeal. Thank you very much. I mentioned in my remarks last week that in the past, the cathedral has always met our goal. The diocese sets a goal for every parish to meet for this campaign, but for the last 2 years, we have not. 2 years ago, we got up to about 94%, and last year only 83%. This is an important campaign that helps to fund any number of ministries throughout the diocese. Some ways we benefit from it are with the building campaign. We have some expert people on the diocesan staff who've been giving us amazing advice on fundraising and on the design of the building. We've received help with our auction through the diocesan center. And then there are things that you realize if you think about it. In order to get a priest, you have to have somebody help finance their seminary education, and a lot of that comes out of the diocesan coffers as well. We have couples who have gone through the joy of marriage, the pain of divorce, and the joy of falling in love again, who would like to approach the Catholic Church about an annulment and the possibility of entering a sacramental marriage. All of that comes through the help of the diocese and the annual Catholic Appeal. So there are many ways that many Catholics benefit from this. Your gift is going directly toward a lot of important ministries that we do. So thank you for being so kind to us. I put a link onto the page in YouTube, but also in the email that I've been sending out to you all. You can find it on our website. In conjunction with that, the parish offers our own annual appeal. And again, many of you have already made your pledges. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you'd like to join that group, God bless you. It helps us know what to expect in the basket over the coming year. And it also helps you feel more committed to your faith and to this community. Those pledges can go a long way to building up our community, a community willing to sacrifice for one another for the sake of a greater good. Again, if you go to kcgolddome.org, you can find the pledge forms that are there. And while you're here on YouTube, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to us, and you'll see a notice come up when you open up YouTube that you've got a new recording, something new for us to offer you. We're planning to embed a video onto the homepage of our website that we can rotate out and kind of feature some upcoming events as the days go by. So those are all things in the works, thanks to our dedicated staff and volunteers. I think that's all I've got for you today. Let me just take a quick look at my calendar and see if I am forgetting anything at all. I probably am. There's no guarantee that things are there. I'm happy to let you know that I'm visiting with quite a number of engaged couples right now, and that means happiness and love is in the air. One of my favorite things is to visit with these couples because of the love they share and the great excitement that's happening in their lives. I'm thrilled that the cathedral can be part of their life and their ministry. We celebrate beautiful weddings, and we try to get a couple off on a good start as they enter and as engaged and leave our building as married. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope the rest of your weekend goes very, very well. If you're able to, come on over to the cathedral this weekend. We'd love to see you here and to pray with you on this Mission Sunday. God bless you.